Okay, a corner store sells two kinds of baked goods, cakes and pies. Cakes cost $5 and a pie costs $7. In one day, the store sold 15 baked goods for a total of $91. How many cakes did they sell? How many cakes did they sell? Now, the skill here is to, one, to write the equations that you can use to solve it, but two, to recognize that there's enough information to do this. If they say, and let's define the variables. This is a big idea first, okay? We can say, typically write it like this. Let C equal the number of cakes. And then you write let P equal the number of pies. Yeah? Okay. Because if we don't know what the variables are, then we don't have anywhere to start from. Okay? So now that we've done that, before considering the costs, and we will do that in a second, there's one just real simple idea here, which is that if you're only selling cakes and pies and you know that you sold 15 baked goods total, then you can say C, the number of cakes, plus P, the number of pies, is equal to 15 is what you sold. That's one of your equations. Okay? And then the other equation has to do with what the total cost is. So you can say, okay, if a cake costs $5, then you're going to say, okay, here's a cake, or the number of cakes, right? Because that's what it represents. It doesn't represent the cost of a cake. It represents the number of cakes that you sold, and you know how much they sell for. They sell for $5 a piece. So putting a 5 in front of it says $5 times however many you sold will give you the total amount that you get brought in for cakes, right? And then you say, okay, plus, now we're going to do the same thing for pies. Here we're going to sell some number of pies, and we know how much pies cost. They cost $7. Okay? So if you get $5 times the number of cakes you sold, and $7 times the number of pies you sold, and they total $91, okay. There might be several combinations of multiples of 5 and multiples of 7 that add together to be 91, but there's only going to be one that where those two numbers add up to 15, the number of baked goods that you sold. Okay? So we're going to then combine these together. Hopefully the colors aren't messing with you, but the cakes is pink, the pies is green. Okay? It makes the problems more fun for me when I use the colors. So I apologize if it's super colory, but it makes it a little bit more engaging for me. Okay? So anyway, we're going to use substitution here. What we need to do is we need to solve one of the equations for one of the variables. So I'm going to solve the first equation for C. So I'm going to say minus P, and I get then C is equal to 15 minus P. Okay? And then I'm going to write the original equation, the second equation, 5C plus 7P equals 91, and I'm going to put 5 parentheses. And what is C equal to? C is equal to 15 minus P. Okay, and then we have the remainder of the equation plus 7P equals 91. And you'll notice that we've now combined both equations. We're down to a single variable P. Okay, so when I distribute this through, I get 75 minus 5P plus 7P equals 91. And combining the p's together, I get 75 plus 2p equals 91. And then I subtract 75, and I get 2. P is equal to, let's subtract here, this is an 8, that's a 1, and I get a 6 and a 1. 2p equals 16. So when I divide 2p by 2, and I divide 16 by 2, I get p is equal to 8. Okay. And what we're saying here is that we sold 8 pies. Now, that's not what we wanted to know. We wanted to know how many cakes were sold. Yeah? So I need to plug it in. I'm going to take one of my original equations. I'll take this original equation here of, let me just draw a line to divide this. Divide my sections up here. I might need that side in a second. And I will say, okay, if C equals 15 minus P, and we know what P is equal to, then we can say C is equal to 15 minus, what is that equal to? Well, it's equal to 8. So then we get C is equal to 7. The number of cakes we sold is 7, we believe. That's what we think is true. 7 cakes, which would be A. Can we verify that first, though? By plugging it into the second equation, both of the values. And let's do it. I'm sorry, I'm a little short on space, so let's see if we can do it. 5C plus 7P equals 91. And then 5 parentheses plus 7 parentheses equals 91. I'm short on space here because my controls are in the way, sorry. And then let's plug in the numbers that we believe that we've got. We've got C is equal to 7, P is equal to 8. And let's do the math here. 5 times 7 is 35, plus 7 times 8 is 56, equals 91. I'm going to do my little math problem up top here just to verify it. 35 plus 56 equals 1, carry the 1, 8, 9, 91. So then we've got 91 equals 91. And that checks out. So, how many cakes did they sell? That's over here on the left-hand side, boxed in orange. We sold 7 cakes, and that answer is choice A. Okay? That took a little while because I did a proof, and there's some techniques for speeding this up, but I'm just going to leave it at that because I don't want to clog your brain with it. I will say really quickly for anybody that cares, if you had solved over here on the left-hand side, instead of originally solving for C, you solved for P, right? And P equals, and then you plug that in, you would then have gotten down to the bottom, and you would have replaced P with what C was equal to, and it would have told you the number of cakes straight away instead of the other way. Because I solved for C here, C got replaced, and it left us with P, the number of pies we got. Okay, and you could have done it the other way to get cakes, but it doesn't matter. Takes a little while. You have to define the variables, you have to write the equations, and then you have to solve it out just like regular substitution. And of course, when I'm explaining it, I take a while, but these can go quickly when you really get it down. But you want to feel confident with this. And the way that you feel confident with this is generally feeling confident with algebra, being able to substitute things, distribute through, really having clarity of what you're doing, and that comes from lots of practice. So good luck.